Welcome back to another follow along with me, Miss B. This week's project will be weeks 2 and 3 of quarter 3. We're going to be doing landscapes 1. So this video will be split up into 2 portions. The supplies you will need are paper, pencil, and something to color with. A lot of you have said you couldn't find crayons. Michael's had these on sale for 40 off, including the colored pencils. So I got quite a few boxes of different kinds of crayons and colored pencils. So to start our landscape off, we do want to hold the paper landscape. So that is laying down, not straight up and down. And we're going to start by making some simple lines across our paper. And again, we are going to be doing a landscape, so these are kind of like hills. And these are going to be one in front of the other, if you remember space from our elements of art. So the first hill that we make will be closest to us. The last one will be the farthest from us. So this quarter we are going to focus on different kinds of landscapes. The first landscape we're going to do is kind of intricate, but it's what we call a line landscape. So what we want to do is focus on our first section. And I'm going to divide mine up into sections. And then referring back to our Elements of Art pocket guide, I'm going to put inside of each of these sections different kinds of lines. Now this is a pretty long video. Again, we're going to do half of it this week and half next week. So I'm not going to be talking a lot through this. What I am going to do is be pausing the video during lesson time and going over explanations. So, but first what we did was, in our first section, we divided it up with lines. And then in each of those divided sections, we are going to do a different kind of line. Now, you'll see that I'm pulling out crayons. In my first bottom section, or the section that is closest to me, I'm going to be using my warmest colors, which are going to be the reds, pinks, and dark oranges. And as we go back in the landscape, we are going to change the color for each section. What I'm doing here is I'm just darkening the lines. Now, if you guys have a black magic marker, it'll be a lot easier for you to trace over those lines with your black magic marker. So you'll see in this first section down here, I'm just doing a circle pattern. You can do whatever pattern you'd like, or you can copy mine exactly. If you can't think of what kind of lines to put in here and you have your laptop or iPad available, you can go on and Google different types of lines, or just pull out that pocket guide we used in quarter 2. So again, you see the different patterns I'm creating in this first hill-like section. I did leave 2 open for a solid color, and the rest I am making pattern lines. So again, because this is the hill closest to us, or the closest piece of the landscape, I am going to do my warmest colors. So you're going to see I'm using a lot of orange, red, and pink here. In my next section, it will get a little bit lighter, where I just use the light orange and yellow. The third section will be green. Fourth section will be a blue-green. Then I have a light blue section, a dark blue section, and then a purple section, because I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sections of this landscape. Right now we are concentrating on the first section, and this may be all we get done for this week, and then we'll finish more next week. So please don't rush through this project. Take your time. If you're still drawing your lines, that's fine too. If you move on to color, that's great. Now, you can use your crayons, color pencils, or markers, or you can use all 3 all at the same time. depending on how you want your project to look. So now that I am done with the first section, and you see that I do have my warmest colors here, I'm going to move on to my second section, or the next closest section. So remembering when we did our element of art, which was space, okay, this is what is closest to us, and everything here is overlapping. So this is creating overlapping space in this landscape. And I'm definitely going to want to do different patterns and different types of lines and use a different color. So you see in my third section, I have a third type of line. I've divided this section up differently than the first two. And I've moved into my next color on the color wheel. So as you can see, the colors are getting darker and darker as we go farther back. And we're using the overlapping technique from our element of art that we call space. So by overlapping our landscape, we are creating space. We know which part of the land is closest to us and which part of the land is farthest away from us. Some of you may already done this, but I'm going to go and take a black Sharpie and trace over my landscape lines so that they are more prominent when looking at my picture. So if you guys used your black magic marker before coloring, not going to be a problem. If you do have Crayola washable markers, it's going to be a little bit harder to trace over your crayon. So you'll see here I am just coloring in lightly the background or the sky. And there we have our lined landscape. Don't forget to submit your assignment on Schoology for full credit. If you have any questions, make sure you send me a message on Schoology or at my email. Don't forget to click the like button. And have a nice day, guys.